Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for tuning in. Now, I wanted to put this video out, and it's in regards to the path that you have chosen, right? Of many things that came up, this is one that you decided to move forward with. And even though it is one that is challenging, by you making this choice of moving forward with this is building your character, right? Bringing strength and your growth immensely. Now, before I get into it, I do want to get my spirit guides and my inner child here and my higher self and my soul, because I believe that all these parts of me are very prominent in this stage in my life, in this decision and this path that I'm going. So they're very what is the word that I want to say? They are contributing a lot of wisdom and energy for me as I move forward with this. So I want to say thank you, Father God, Mother God. Thank you, my inner child. Thank you, my higher self. Thank you, self, for being here in this video that I'm gonna say. If there is anything else that I need to say, please let me be the pillar of light to bring these energies and bring this awareness to the collective or anybody that is listening to this video. All right, my beautiful friends. So the path that I have chosen was to understand and heal a deeper self of me, my true identity, my true authenticity. And the reason I chose this is because if I did not get into it, I would continue to seek on other external things. Like it could be like a goal, right? But the intention is to feel good about myself, about this, about anything that I have conquered. And so it's time to feel good within myself so it can happen outside of myself. And so I'm listening to, I believe it's Heidi Priebe. She's fantastic. I've been listening to it since last week, as well as Mr. Co. And they have been simply just wonderful in regarding helping me with what's inside of me and what blockages are hiding and what blockages am I hiding away from. But Heidi had mentioned that, see yourself as see yourself that you have a child, that, and this child, right, you're going to love him unconditionally. And I resonated with that so much at this time because I do have a son. And when she put it into this perspective, then I'm like, oh my God, it makes perfect sense. But at previous times before this, it did not make no sense at all, right? When they talk about your inner child, you're healing your inner child, and that was a little bit of the case about maybe acknowledging your inner child. But like I said, this level, this next phase, the stage that you're in, it's a more on a deeper level, right? It's not about the surface anymore. And so when she's like, yeah, just be there, be present, right? And so I decided, I was a little bit uncomfortable. I was like, oh my God, this, because I've been trying to just find the ends of everything, right? And I was like, oh, a little bit exhausted, So I sat with myself and I sat with my inner child, and I was like, I could be I'm just hungry, right? And instead of just making something quick or something that I would just kind of tell my body, okay, be quiet, right? I sat with my inner child, and one of the things that came up is like, I like sandwiches. Yeah. And so I said, okay, well, let me make you that sandwich, right? And the sandwich, usually when I make a sandwich, I make it like easy breezy, just bologna and bread, that's it. I don't go beyond to make something more extravagant, right? But this time I said, oh, well, I have bacon and I have ham and salami. I was kind of feeling the sandwich, and I said, you know what? I never put mayonnaise, so I'm gonna put mayonnaise too, and I'm gonna a side of bell pepper. I say, yummy. And then I saw some candy beans, and I'm like, oh my God, I love these candy beans. So what a perfect match. So I did this, and my inner child was very, very happy. She was just smiling at me, and as we sat, like in myself, I'm imagining myself sitting with my inner child. She was just she was just full of love. She was happy. She was eating her sandwich. She was eating the candy beans. There was something that she was craving. There was something that she wanted. And just by me simply being there with her in the present moment when I was doing this, it was just such a healing type of emotion. So that's what I wanted to put out there is, sit with your inner child, right? When you feel a little bit uneasy, quiet, just be present and see what comes up. I didn't know all this, the outcome of me wanting to get a sandwich and making the sandwich and just doing this was for my inner child. So it's being able to be present with her and being able to start getting to your inner child and her cares and her needs. And just like Heidi Priebe said, is just like your own child, right? And then just like, oh yes, I have my son, and of course I wanted to, I want to be there for him and all these things. And it's just giving me a whole different awareness to the inner child, right? And when I was doing this and there was healing involved, I saw the inner child myself. She was little, she was happy, she was like eating, she was like 4 years old or 5 years old, something like that, along the range, and she's just smiling and eating her sandwich. Myself, I'm looking at her, being happy and enjoying that beautiful sandwich. And then I see my higher self looking at my present self as the parent. And it was a great trio. It's a great just a great reflection of what I saw when by just paying attention to your inner child can do for you. All right, my beautiful friends, if you resonated with this, great kudos. I love it. I believe that by us moving forward with getting to know ourselves and getting back to loving ourselves and getting back to knowing who you are and not leaving anything behind is a great benefit, not only to yourself, but you help other people to overcome this type of resentment that we have towards each other. All right, until next time, namaste.